What's your hair type? Girl, you must be new here. Hello. How are you?
Black queen. Failure ain't an option. You looking clean, clean, clean. Failure ain't an option.
Okay. Hey guys, it's Jess. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to answer all of the questions you guys want to know. So I know that as YouTubers we have a million videos and like some people are new, some people are old, some people don't remember what we've said, and then you guys will DM us and be like, hey, what shampoo do you use? And some of us, not all of them, but some people will be like, I spoke about it in a video, go watch it, or something like that. And while I understand, because we do get a lot of the same questions over and over, it's like, dang, I just made a detailed video about all the products I use, and people keep asking me, like, I get it, but I understand also that some people, they missed it, or it's been so long since we spoke about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and answer all of the questions that you guys wanted to know. I asked you guys on my Instagram, what hair questions do you wanna know from me, and I'm going to answer them to the best of my ability. Now I will say, yeah, there are some questions in here that I'm like, those be the types that I want to be like, yeah, I have a full video on that. I have at least 4, but I'm gonna do it. This is the last time we're gonna do this. Or maybe we'll do it again and then, why can't I talk? Maybe we'll do it again in another 4 years, but right now I'm giving you the best that I got, okay? This is it. So before you guys ask me, this is a twist out on stretched hair. The product I use is, it's a twisting butter by N Love. Everything I talk about, I'm gonna try to leave the picture up here. I just did a full wash day video on it, on those products. I'm not sure if it's up yet, because you know it's sponsored, so you know sometimes they take a while. Yeah, that's what's going on here. I did it on stretched hair. I stretched it with my Air Rev. Girl, it's gonna be a long one. I stretched my hair with my Rev Air, and then I just did some twists, and I'm very much loving the twist on stretched hair. This is a vibe, you guys. This is a vibe. All right, let's get started. So, first question, do you wash your hair every week or every 2 weeks? Most of the time, I wash my hair every week because of the fact that I am a natural hair influencer and I'm like always doing hair videos and stuff. I think stretching it to every 2 weeks, I think it's okay. I don't know, for me, I'm like, look, my hair is dry and it needs to be deep conditioned once a week. So that's how I feel. So I'm down with washing my hair once a week, maybe once every 10 days, but I prefer not to stretch it too much because also the hair oil that I use, it stinks. So my hair, when it's in a satin cap for too long, it starts to like mutate or something, I don't know, but my hair starts to smell bad. So I really do try my best to wash my hair once a week, aside from if it's in a protective style, but we'll get to that question in a bit. How long after you big chopped did you trim your ends? I wanna say maybe like 8 months. I'm not very good at doing trims. I could be better, but I guess it's like a natural hair rule that I break. I don't do the like trim your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. I'm not doing that. I don't think you can see growth that way. I don't think you need to trim your hair every 6 to 8 weeks. Do I suggest going 8 months without a trim? No. But I feel like you should just look at your hair, listen to your hair, and do what your hair needs. Oh, someone's asking, did the Rev Air actually work? Well, I do have a video on it of me using it, and for me, I think it worked really well. If you want to see the proof for yourself, just go watch the video. I know, I'm answering, yes, I think it worked really well, but I also have a video so you can see exactly how it went. Did you transition or big chop? I transitioned. So my first transition, when I went from relaxed hair to fully natural, was almost 2 years. It was like 1 year and 10 months or something like that. I'll also leave a link below of my transition video. It's so cute. That was like 3 years ago that I posted that, but like a year and 11 months. And then when I transitioned out of my colored hair, I think it was like, I wanna say like 1.5 years of growth before I cut off all the ends, something like that. The red hair has been so much fun, and this is the growth that I've had over the past 1 year and 3 months. I'll fact check myself. Would you ever rock a buzz cut like a big chop? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. The answer is no. Did you ever feel like cutting off your hair? Well, yeah, when I big chopped twice. I just knew I had to do it. The first one was intentional, but the second one was not intentional. I did not know my hair was going to die after I bleached it and colored it, even though so many people told me it would. So many people said they can see my hair is changing, and I was like, no, it's not. Mind your business, you just mad. Whole time my hair was looking very scary. That's when I was like, I gotta cut this off. This looks horrible. I was like, I'm a natural hair YouTuber. I can't keep doing wash days and wash and goes and twist outs on this hair when I know good and well it looks like. What is your hair routine? My hair routine right now, very simple. I wash my hair once a week. I deep condition once a week. I always use my, what's it called? My wild growth hair oil. I always oil my scalp with wild hair growth oil at least once. It'll be one time a week at least, like on my wash day. Sometimes if I'm feeling real froggy, I'll oil my scalp twice a week, but that's rare. That's maybe like every 3 months I do that. And then I'll just either do like a wash and go or a twist out, and then I'll just wear that style for the week. And that's really it. Nothing major. And like, of course, while you know, if I'm doing a twist out, I'll use like a hair butter or a hair cream, and then I'll put oil on my hair also. I don't think that the products that a specific person uses matters as much as the technique, because there are a million products out there and everyone uses different things and everyone's hair is growing, you know? So the only thing, one product that I'll say that you should get for sure is the wild hair growth oil. That's like one thing I'm like, I'm not gonna say, oh, they all can work, it depends on how you use it. No, get the wild growth oil. I've said it a million times and I'll say it again. I'm dying on that hill. Get the wild growth oil and oil your scalp. Oil your scalp. All right. What is your recommendation to retain length? There are a few things. Protective styles. I definitely think switching your hairstyle up. I think it's important to switch up your hairstyle. Don't have your hair in the same exact style. Do not always pull your hair back because your hair is gonna get pulled out. Make sure you're taking care of those ends. Even if it's not just trimming, make sure you're keeping your ends moisturized. If your ends are dry, keep them off your shoulders, because when your dry hair and that polyester t-shirt rub against each other every day, your hair is just gonna break off. It's gonna break off. Make sure you're sleeping in a satin cap so that your hair is not breaking off on the pillow. Y'all know, come on, it's really the basic things that work. You know, deep condition your hair so that your hair is healthy and it's not breaking. Really, to retain length, you gotta make sure your hair is not breaking off. You gotta make sure your hair is moisturized, because dry hair breaks. You gotta make sure you're using wide tooth comb, because if you're using a small tooth comb, you're gonna break your hair. Be careful detangling your hair. Make sure you're oiling your scalp. Make sure you are trimming your hair when necessary, because if you have split ends and you don't wanna let them go, the split ends are gonna continue to split, and then your hair is just gonna break off. So those are some length retention tips I could give you right now. Will you ever color your hair again in the future? I don't plan on it. I really don't plan on it. Like, I may flirt with the idea sometimes, but I don't think I'm coloring my hair again. Like, I can't go through that nightmare. I've seen the girls, some of the natural girls are coloring their hair, and I love that for them. I really do. I'm not doing it. I just don't think so. Don't quote me, but I don't think so. Someone said, please leave a link to the blow dryer. It will be in the description box. When working out, do you wash your hair weekly, or is washing it after 2 weeks good? Like I said before, weekly, because my hair was starting to, you know what I'm saying? It be stankin'. What's next for your hair? Shoo! Sorry. I'm not sure, you know, I'm gonna continue to grow out my hair as much as I can. I do kind of want to explore being like a blow dried natural. I don't know, like a natural who, you know, blows out their hair every wash day and like does their styles on natural hair, because I really like the way that it looks. And you guys have seen, like, my wash and goes do come out really good, but I've always struggled with the top part of my hair, and when it's blown out, you can't tell. So I may be experimenting more with blow drying my hair. Carefully, of course, but I've never really had any problems with heat damage with a blow dryer. Now when it comes to a flat iron, I don't know. I do plan on flat ironing my hair in the winter, like winter. I live in Florida. Like maybe in December. I'm flirting with that idea too. I might not, but them sister locks, girl, they be calling my name. They be calling me. Lord have mercy. My girl, what is your all-time best curl enhancing cream? Say it with me, you guys. The Talia Wajid Curly Curl Cream. It's my all-time favorite. It's my favorite. I don't know if there's like a close second. Like, that is my number one. Talia Wajid Curly Curl Cream. That's the best curling cream that I've tried. Okay, someone said, I would like to see wash day and style for length retention on YouTube. I don't really, I mean, like, everything I do pretty much is for length retention. Like, there's no such thing as a, hey, this is my wash day for length retention and this is my wash day for breakage. You know, like, all of my wash days, I make sure that I'm taking care of my hair so that I can retain length. So any wash day video I put up, if somebody puts for length retention, you know, it's just because it gets more views, but it's all the same. You wash your hair, you deep condition, throw some twists in, or putting it in a protective style. That's what people would say for wash day for length retention, when they wash their hair and throw it in a protective style, or like a low bun or something, and they wear that for the week or something. Even though I don't suggest wearing a low bun all week at all, but that's just what that is. Really, we're all taking care of our hair. Everything we do is for length retention. So just because we change the title doesn't mean that the video is any different, to be honest. To be honest, what's your hair type? Girl, you must be new here. Hello, how are you? I'm definitely type 4. I hate talking. I know every natural hair YouTuber or content creator says this, but the reason why I hate it the most is because my hair gets argued about the most. The most, okay? For me, I really don't. I hate talking about it because first of all, I have a million different textures in my hair, and then everyone loves to just say, girl, you're 4C, or girl, you're 3C, and girl, you're 4B. It's like, I don't want to talk about it, but I just say I'm type 4 because it's just be doing its own thing. I don't know. How do you know the difference between frizz and breakage? Well, frizz is, do I have any frizz? Oh, I need a trim. Well, unfortunately, I can't really show you any frizz on my hair today. But there's definitely a difference between frizz and breakage. Like, you know your hair is breaking when you're not retaining length, or there's pieces that are much shorter than others. Oh, I have one. Actually, you're not gonna see. All right, over here. My edges have experienced some serious breakage, okay? Like, I don't know where my edges went, but they broke off, okay? They're just not there anymore. I don't know what happened. My edges, they broke off. It's probably from wearing my hair up too much in like high puffs and different styles when I was, you know, when I first cut my hair. Like, I was pulling my hair back a lot because I was not comfortable with the TWA. I couldn't do it. But yeah, frizz is just when your hair is not holding the style, or your hair didn't dry long enough, it came out and it's frizzy. But when it's breaking, your hair is different lengths all over the place. Like, it's shorter, you're not retaining length because your hair is breaking. What can I use to soften my roots? They can be so dry and coarse. I would definitely just say to deep condition. Like, make sure you're getting the deep conditioner on your roots. Put on a heat cap and let that deep conditioner just seep in there. Ooh, deep conditioner can be so sexy if you let it. Just like sit it on there, put something nice and hot over it, put that shower cap on, let it just steam. Get it nice and steamy and just relax your hair. Just gonna soften it up like butter. If you wanna add some oil to it too, ooh, I'm kinda getting hot just thinking about it. How to deal with hair that has a lot of fairy knots. Well, I've never really had fairy knots, and if you don't know what fairy knots are, it's like if you pull out one strand of hair and like you like go down the strand, you can feel little knots on the hair. I do know one of my favorite natural hair YouTubers, but why can't I think of who she is right now? She doesn't do wash and goes because it causes a lot of fairy knots. So maybe don't do any wash and goes or anything like that. I'd say maybe you should stretch your hair out more. So I went ahead and did some further research because I didn't feel like I was sounding very confident in this clip. So I researched fairy knots and how to prevent them, and it says, as much as we all love a good wash and go, unfortunately they do create the ideal environment for fairy knot formation. When your hair shrinks, the coils overlap and intersect, so single strand knots are pretty much inevitable, especially if you're already prone to them. We suggest stretching your hair after washes, and stretching your hair prevents your ends from tangling up. So there you go. Which step in your hair care routine makes the most noticeable difference? I would say my deep conditioner and my wild growth oil. If you are just consistent for like 3 months of deep conditioning every week and using the wild growth oil on your hair every week for 3 months, you're gonna see the biggest difference, noticeable difference. Of course, with all the other little things that we should be doing, like sleeping on a satin pillowcase or a satin bonnet or something like that, and not like flat ironing your hair every day or anything like that. But I'm telling you that deep conditioning will change your life. If anything, you need to start off on a clean slate. Like maybe if you need to do like a big chop or a nice healthy thick trim really quick and then start like a 3-month journey, I think that would be the best. process for you instead of trying to like, you know, like bring a dead plant back to life. Like you can, or you can just put some seeds in a new pot and start to water and nourish those and see it flourish. You know what I'm saying? It'll be nice and healthy, okay? Are you on hair vitamins? No, I am not. I'm just not good with vitamins at all. Like I would buy like the 30-day supply of like Main Choice vitamins and it'd take me like 4 months to finish it. So I've never been a fan of like hair vitamins, not because they don't work, but because I'm not good with taking them daily. So I feel like if you're not even gonna take them daily, it's not gonna show like have much impact. And when I was trying to take them, that's why I also kind of stopped, because it was breaking out my skin. I was like, no, it's not worth it. No, I'll throw on a wig and pretend that's my hair before I have unnecessary like breakouts on my face. So that's my deal with that. How to grow your hair lengthwise, not in volume. That is not up to you. That is up to your hair. Because a lot of naturals, their hair grows this way, and some their hair grows that way. So, but it's just not up to you, sis. I'm so sorry, it's not. Your hair's gonna do what it wants to do, and you can't tell it where to go. We're not in control of that. It's just, you just have to love the direction your hair is growing. Okay, a lot of these questions are the same. I think I've answered them all. Some of these questions I had to skip, because like a question like this, what type of styler is best to use in colder weather? Girl, I live in South Florida. I couldn't tell you. I could not tell you. So there are questions that I skip because I don't have the answer. Okay, I will say this here is about 3.5 years of growth. So if you're 1 year in, you're like, damn, my hair not growing. It probably is. It's just not here yet because I have more time than you have. You know what I'm saying? Take pictures. I beg of you, take pictures from the back so you can see the difference in your hair. If it's not lengthwise yet, at least you'll be able to see health-wise if you are taking care of your hair the way we've spoken about. Girls, are you taking care of your hair, girls? Come on. Okay, yeah, so majority of the questions were just like, how do you get your hair to grow? I really hope I answered that question. If I did not answer my regimen and like what I do to retain length, I will leave the video down below where I talked about how I went from like my big chop to where I was, what, like 4 months ago. It's very detailed. I left all the stuff in there, but I really hope I answered a good amount of your questions. I'm like thinking back and I'm like, did I do a good job? I'm not sure, but it's kind of hard sometimes because everyone's hair is so different. Everyone's texture is different, length is different. Where people live, like it's colder in some areas, which could be a problem, or it's extremely hot in some areas, which could be a problem. Your diet, are you drinking water? Are you eating a bunch of junk food? Because what they say is true, what you put in will come out. So your diet has a lot to do with your hair health as well. I drink so much water and I eat a lot of ice, iron problems. And I think I eat pretty healthy. I eat, you know, I'm a fish girl, okay? I'm eating my salmon like 3 times a week. So there's that. There's a whole like not flat ironing your hair all the time, keeping your hands out of your hair, not detangling with a small tooth comb, you know, deep conditioning. Wild growth oil is the real star of the show here. You know, trimming at least. For me, I do it twice a year. Some people may need 3. I wouldn't suggest any more than 4 times a year. I really would not. I think 4 is pushing it too, but that's just me. Protective styling is great. Don't always have your hair on your shoulders. I don't know if I'm being a good example of that right now, but you know, once you get into flourish season, I do think you can play around a little bit more when your hair is a lot healthier. You have wiggle room, but if you're like trying to get serious, protective styles, mini twists, give your edges a break. I need to work on that because my edges, girl, they is holding off dear life. And anything else, I promise I'll leave it in, I'll leave the description down below in the last video of my hair growth regimen, all that stuff, because I feel like I answered most of those same exact questions in that video. So I hope this was helpful. I love you guys so much. Thank you for rocking with me every time I chopped my hair. Or when I had color damage, y'all was rocking with me. Y'all was talking about me behind my back, but y'all was rocking with me, and I really appreciate that. This is the healthiest my hair has ever been. Whoo, come through. But yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.